Well met. You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves or Reynold Drayless will be allowed. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Reynold Drayless, we may have never uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their neck. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Reynold arrived in town. He said he was a vampire. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around... Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you. So you can see... I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of Feel free to question anyone in town.
I can't believe... Please, I need your help. Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was... I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Reynold Drayless. He said he was a vampire hunter, and the guards seemed to know about Reynold. And after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Reynold convinced Carius that... Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body? And another thing, the guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vamp? It's all that Reynold character. I don't trust him. The thing, of course, he says he's never been. There isn't much more to say. I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and... I know I sound desperate, but...
Sorry.
I know I'm right.
So, any new I'm sure Aileen is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Reynold has confirmed her accusations that Reynold is lying is not surprising. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as hot. I'll warn you about one thing. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Reynold is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I'm only allowing you to do this investigation, and Did you ever hear about the ghost of Lord Vlindrel? They say he haunts the road to Coral. Keep up the, good work.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Well met. Hello. Looks like you're handy with a blade. What's your story? What do you think? I am honored to speak to the hero of the Our Nora was killed. Goodbye. What can I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vamp. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless when I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here... Raynil's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I...
Evening.
What?
Did you hear?
What can I do for you? Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynil told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment. And nothing else I can tell you about. I've got a room. Right then.
Hear
Just
about
look for
Braden
me if you need
Lyrian,
anything else.
a vampire hunter named Raynil.
Whatever I can do.
Oh, you're back. So, any new revelation? How'd you know about that? Too many people don't know how to keep quiet. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Galaborn was killed by Raynil not too long ago. Galaborn was a vampire as well. What do you mean you disagree? It's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Galaborn was not a... Then don't go around flinging accusation and hearsay. If you believe what you're saying is... What's proof of your...
Do you have any more questions? Yes. I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the Brotherhood he had created with Raynil. I heard that some of the provinces were talking about seceding from the Empire. I know I sound desperate, but I know...
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I decided to yap a little bit. I never finished this quest. So in the game, I closed the Oblivion gates, and game's amazing amount of content. I forgot how much content this game had. Oh, I need the book.
Yes.
Install some Ultimate Combat mod. I don't know how to use it though, so
Whatever I can do.
I think that guard needs the book I just stole.
Oh, so... what proof? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynor have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynor from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed. And that I'm responsible. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olav's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
You hear that?
Do you have any more questions? I know I sound desperate, but...
Morning.
1 hour.
It's you. Hi.
I'd take it. You know what?
I've muched. Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the... Raynor was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Galaborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed.
Then
We
I
must
shall.
get there before he
Yes.
acquires whatever
I shall
artifact
go
is
there.
being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynor doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, you're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice.
Yeah. Okay.
If he won't surrender, I think you know. If all you say is true, Raynor will pay for both crimes. Galaborn was likely another innocent he's slain. I'll make sure Skingrad's city... I can't wait to get my hands on Raynor. He'll become very familiar with Bruma's dungeons, or the end of my... Olaf's Tap and Tack. Please hurry. Raynor may make a break for the open road at any moment.
Okay, I shall go there straight away. Well, he's not going to survive to go to jail because, you know, he's dealing with me. Where am I going? I'm wandering around like a toddler.
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in this.
Greetings, Breton.
It's way the hell over there. Oh, I got my horse. And I want my dragon armor that they're building for me as we speak. I need my Hero of Cyrodiil drip dragon armor. I got the horse armor. And I need my armor. Apple Watch. Isn't that funny? Named it long before the Apple Watch was even a thing, or even Apple. That's kind of funny. Get off the horse.
A pleasure to speak with those who live by the commands of the Nine. Goodbye.
By the nines. Alright, here we go. Dang. Yeah, this looks great. I'm still using the Ultra Plus mod, and it's been through like 1 million updates, and they've really added some really nice touches. And it's definitely, even if you play with the mod at its like a base setting, it smooths out all the hiccups, and it throws a little pizzazz. It puts Ray construction in the game. And it's nice. Who wants some? Fuck, it makes everything dark. It tweaks the inside lighting. Who's this?
Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later.
Yes.
Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part.
A great
I
voice.
saw you enter Olav's tap and tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
Okay.
Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low here for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom.
Okay.
Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk.
Look at you now, laying there all blue and naked. So as I was saying before the vampire interrupted me, this Ultra Plus mod tweaks the interior lighting quite a bit. Now it's dark, but I'm playing on an OLED. I don't know how it's going to come across in YouTube. Once the HDR processing is finished, it should look pretty nice on your screen, but it looks great on an OLED in dark room. And I notice what he's done with the interior lighting. That's it. I remember having to go in here, but why am I trespassing? Oh, I know why. Because this goes through. Thought it did. Yeah, I love what he did with the lights. Add a little diffusion there. Real nice. Nice work. I'm trespassing and I'll... Where's the door? Oh. But I'll come up in the guy's house and be like, hey! Like it wasn't trespass. Oh, he's not here. Okay. Hello! Or it's funny when they go, what's the news from around Cyrodiil? Take care, you too. Like nobody really talks about it. They just sort of do weird introductions.
What news do you bring? Long ago, I made a promise to Brayden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Brayden would understand why. Brayden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group. And before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be... No. He always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event the other members of Brayden's group were still alive and I on my deathbed. Only then would I pass the knowledge on to... If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you. Thank you, Brotherhood.
Oh, is
Here's
she a
the
daydream?
amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever. I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say,
Well,
but
that's definitely re-recorded or
I
something.
think you understand. Justice has been done.
Okay. Reflect spell on self. Wow, it's worth 8K. Oh wait, that's not it. Fortify speed. I don't. Thanks, no, thanks, lady, but I'm good. Is that the end? That's it. Oh, make sure I didn't get vampired. Oh shit. No, I didn't. Okay. Is this the guy?
State your... You two.
How are you?
Not bad.
Bye.
Bye.
That's why nobody... Two reasons why you don't need the horse anymore. You can sprint, and then you have to get off the horse every freaking 2 seconds and fight something. It's ridiculous. Hey. It's like, that's why I lost my horse for hours, and finally I beamed somewhere and the horse was there, and I'm like, oh, whatever. It's faster to walk. And let me tell you something. I use OBS to record, and it is a pain in the ass. Like, I was trying to figure out for the longest time why it was stuttering and crappy, and I'm recording HDR, and sometimes I want to play in HDR, but record SDR. You know what fixed it? For anybody who cares? Instead of creating a display capture that points to the app itself, I made one that says display capture that points to the monitor, and it works perfectly. I don't know, it hates the other way. It hates when you tell it to record any full screen application, so weirdness. There's a combination of, I'm sure, the video card, which is a 5090, the drivers, which they have been really suspect for a couple of months now, and some Windows 11 stuff. I get it. For all these, for as good as some of those software is, like especially OBS, it's hard to keep up with everything. The operating system, driver updates. But it seems to be looking pretty good now. I like posting my vids in HDR. It looks great. You know, I figure most people have HDR monitors now. They're looking on their phones, which all, are in HDR. So I try to post my content in HDR. It just takes forever on YouTube. I don't know what they're doing up there, but it takes days to process HDR. And in the meantime, the video looks like a little washed out. Not terrible, but they tone map it when you upload it. And it's okay. It's not perfect, but... I guess I got notification when my dragon armor's done. I want it. This one, I can't seem to finish. I think this is a bug quest. Because I closed Oblivion when this quest was still active. And I just get this green marker and I can't do anything. It's like, okay, here I am. So I can't finish the Wayward Knight quest. It's bugged. Anyway. That's my old horse. It's still around. This one just wanders. Come here. All right, I just want to do a quick showcase with I got to tweak the I'll put the link in the video. I gotta play with the combat mod. Same person that did the Ultimate Plus mod for the visuals. They did a combat mod, but I gotta read how to set it up. I don't think it's doing anything out of the box. I think you have to go in there and tweak settings. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon.